welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine. Because there is no question, when this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Darnell Wright, guilty that time. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. A run here with Smith. Whoa. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And he will score. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. 49ers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to take this all the way to the Bears' 34-yard line. Big-time play by McCaffrey. It's a gain of 34.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the game.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jawan Jennings. Francisco.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll go again with Swift. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 50 yards.
A gain of 50 yards. And the Bears' 1st down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession, and they're able to bounce back with that touchdown on the last drive, making up for the brutal start with a pick 6 on their first possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Man in motion here is Jennings. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Brady Jarrett getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. That's taken on this side of midfield. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On the give, it's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Flushed to his right, off he goes. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Bears. 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Bears.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A play fake. Now Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. and it'll lead to a second down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On third down, it's Williams. That one's over the middle and into the hands of Zacchaeus. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Second and 6.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. Pass caught by Pearsall. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can...
And he's into the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are back within 6. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Williams now to throw. He takes off. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Chicago.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Another run here. Another run by Smith. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, it's clear, Mike, this defense is really locked in. They have a clear beat on what this run game plan is. Back-to-back stops for no gain brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and 10. To throw is Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Niners offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the 1st half, it hasn't worked. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. open man is Jennings. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play action. Here's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the lines. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Piñeiro's kick is good, and the Niners will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Piñeiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Flushed to his left. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Williams. Open man, that's Devin Duvernay. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Niners' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. We're trying to set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
It is brought in the end zone. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man there, it is Bourne. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Niners first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
That's taken in by Jennings. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense and their wideout Luther Burden heading back on the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Smith. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll swing this out to Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Taking off. And he will score! Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears tack on one more to their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. There's that man again, another catch.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers are able to get it back within a score.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Off the play fake, Purdy escaping to his left.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
2nd and inches. Here's Purdy. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Look at that. Slinging it across his body and connected. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from 30 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Niners will cut the lead down to 4.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Pinheiro has a field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go play action here with Williams. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Open man, that's Duvernay. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will extend their lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He big receiver. That's Jennings.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Now it is first and goal. A tight end in motion now. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. Give up the middle with Swift. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
So, from the 37, here's second and 1. A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got Komet. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
They'll come up here, first and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the pickup.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there, short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Chicago.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
He gets this one to Moore. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff to Swift. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Swift. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Swift. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Tie game, fourth quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
One more time, they try Swift. And he will take this one across into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bears will go up by 7.
Bears 44, 49ers 37.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. First and 10. Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Pearsall, the man in motion. Purdy now on second down. Right back to Pearsall again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. 20-yard pickup there. First down, 49ers.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. There's that man again. Another catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They need one right now. Third and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Duvernay with the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
On the give, here's Swift. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Run now for Manunga. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams. Now he'll air one out. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The Bears send out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Second and 7. They'll throw again with Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the air is Purdy. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.